Number one, attract traffic. This is all the energy that we spend to go out and find places where we can attract customers. And there's kind of two parts. Number one, where do I go and actually look for customers? What do I do? Am I looking online? Am I using social media? Am I using Google pay-per-click? Am I doing direct mail? Am I doing telemarketing? What are all the things that I'm doing to go out and to attract traffic? The second thing is, and by the way, we're not going to spend a lot of time today. In fact, we're not going to spend any time today talking about those. That'll be for a future conversation. Because what I'm going to prove to you today is that you already have plenty of opportunity sitting right inside the other 7 phases that you can take traffic you already have, leads you already have, prospects, and get far more value out of them than you're getting today. So what I do want to talk about, though, is in attracting traffic, there are different methods. Now, most people, if we kind of go back to the hunter mentality, are chasing and pushing their products and services. Lifecycle marketers are attracting traffic. We're not chasing traffic, okay? So what do we do? How do we accomplish that? Well, we create what we call magnets, lead generation magnets. Well, what is that? Well, a magnet is an offer that we give to the world that is something that is of value to them, that enters the conversation already going on in their head. For example, it addresses a pain or a problem that your customers have. And it allows for you to have a step in your buying process and your sales process that doesn't require them to actually commit to buy anything from you. So you offer a magnet, and a lot of times you're giving them something, for example, like some type of a report or a helpful informational thing, and they're giving you an exchange. We're going to use it in the capture leads phase. In exchange, they're going to give you their information and permission to follow up. We've seen this model. We've all done it. We've gone online and requested a report about something or watched a video and given them our information. And the key is that the value that magnet provides is more than the anxiety I might have about giving you my information. Okay, so we're going to create online magnets. Now, I want to tell a couple of quick stories, and then we're going to do an exercise. Human Healthy Vending is Sean Kelly and Andy Mackinson. They went from this kind of outbound hunting to inbound harvesting, and what they did is they started and they were just straight up hunters. They'd go out and they're selling this high-ticket item of basically a healthy vending machine. And they said, you know what, we're spending way too much time on people that are not really interested in what we have to say and they're not qualified. What if we just said, let's create these magnets and actually offer those to people and just flip it around so people are coming to us. So they created 2 magnets, this 11 dumb vending mistakes and how to avoid them, and 5 shocking ways your club is losing money right now. One of the things they did is sold into fitness clubs. And all of a sudden, they realized that strategy was a winner for them because they grew their prospect database by 10 times. Now they had this massive pool of people that they could pull from in order to find hot prospects. And it totally shifted the relationship. People were coming to them instead of them going to out and chasing. Jeanette Gleason and her husband Joe, they are in the tax industry, and they were spending thousands of dollars on marketing and just not getting results. Expensive dinners. And they found that people were just coming back for free dinners all the time, and it wasn't working. So there was this PBS special going on about tax, and they created this magnet around this communication about tax planning and discovered that it just totally changed the game for them. They created this ultimate tax planning guide and would offer it to people and found that they were able to decrease their marketing spend by over 50% while more than doubling their leads. Because we're going out and we're saying, okay, what's going on in the mind of the prospect and how can we attract them, okay? So how many of you have ever seen this? We're going to kind of bash on what I call the join our newsletter. Some of you might even have this on your website. What's the problem with this? I'm glad that people have this because they're trying to capture leads, but I don't think that they're attracting people with something that's sexy enough. When's the last time that you woke up and you said, dang, I got to get myself another newsletter today, That was like back in 2002, if you can't remember. And today, people are enamored with data. They can go online and Google. They can write their own newsletter, They don't need that. You have to have the responsibility as the marketer to go out and make your stuff attractive and create magnets that are the one thing that gets the blood pumping through your prospects in a day, okay? So what I want to do is, I need to do a time check here. We're going to take 60 seconds. I sent this out, and many of you actually did this already online, so I'm not going to spend too much time doing it. But this is one of the things that we do is, first of all, you got to find topics that will lend themselves to create great educational magnets. And this is a little brainstormer that we've created. And you can just read through it and see examples. I want you to take 45 seconds right now. Look through this list. What are some common mistakes you help people to avoid? Look at the examples there. And I want you to just jot down in your lifecycle marketing planner. I want you to jot down, what maybe 2 or 3 ideas that you can apply to yourself. Okay. Now, I want you to imagine in the future that all of your marketing starts to include sexy, attractive lead generation magnets. And this is going to be a hard question for you to ask. This is the first of our opportunity analyzer questions. But I want you to ask yourself, and please don't be conservative as we go through these questions. But I want you to ask yourself, how many more visitors would be coming to would you actually attract with the right magnets? If you were out and you were saying, hey, go, you got into the head of your prospect and you were offering these educational magnets or magnets that were really attractive to your prospects, how many more visitors would you attract? And then I want you to write that in the terms of the value. And I realize this is hard. I just want you to do it, though. What is the value that you're losing out on right now because you're not having visitors come because you're not offering these things that are sexy and attractive to them? And put that in a dollar value. And all these exercises, we're going to do it monthly. So how much would you estimate that you're losing out on monthly if everything else in your business stayed the same because you don't have attractive enough magnets that are attracting prospects? We think everybody wakes up thinking about our products and services, and we just put a promotion out there, they're going to all come. That doesn't necessarily happen. All right. So write that value down. We're going to consolidate all these values a little bit later.